wanted to talk to you guys about some planning situation. My wife and daughters just went to Las Vegas from Long Beach for a dance competition. It's a 4-hour drive, a little less than 300 miles. And when they finally left this morning, I suddenly got a text from my ISP, my home internet service provider, saying that the internet was out and it would be out for a couple hours. And I thought, no big deal. But it got me thinking about things, if the internet's out, what if the cell phone went out? And I thought, oh, that's okay. I can talk to them from one repeater to the next while they're out in Las Vegas. So I turned on my radio, and I tend to use what's called the WIN system, Western Intertie Network, maybe? I'll have to look that up. But the WIN system was down at that moment, and it wasn't a good feeling. It didn't make me have confidence in being able to contact my family just in case something were to happen, talking about earthquakes or who knows what. I live in Southern California. We have earthquakes. And I just thought, what would we do? And instantly I go, okay, well, we're fine because the home internet's working. But out of my 3 ways of contacting them, using the ISP to make a phone call, send a text, or WhatsApp, using the cellular provider, using T-Mobile for all of that, and using WIN is my third option, hitting repeaters out in Las Vegas from here, granted that uses the internet also. I'm tied to a network, and it didn't make me feel very good. I was pretty unhappy about it, and it got me thinking, how would I contact them if something were to happen? So I just wanted to ask you guys, what do you do? What are your thoughts? How would you stay in touch with your wife and kids if they don't have ham radio licenses? They don't want to do radios like I do, and I don't have a good answer, and it started to bother me today. It was weighing heavy on me. Not like anything's gonna happen. I try not to think about, oh, the worst is always gonna happen, but I was just curious. It was just making me think a bunch about it today, and I'm curious what other people do and what other people think when they want to be able to talk to their loved ones but can't. So I made sure that at least one of my daughters, who will always play the radio games with me, had Zello on her phone. So if you needed to use radio versus using Zello radio would work. So as long as there was either internet from the ISP or internet through T-Mobile, I could contact them, at least on my end, and who knows what happens on their end. They'll have to figure it out, and I don't like that feeling. Not having a plan for them, not having a plan for me to be able to contact them, just doesn't make me feel great. Communication is a huge thing in 2025. We assume that we'll always be able to communicate, and I think we need to have contingencies in place. So let's say everything goes down, and what are they going to do? Well, if the cell phone goes down, we can't use, and the ISP goes down, we can't use Zello, we can't make phone calls, we can't use WhatsApp. What do we have? Well, hopefully the repeaters still work, and I could hop on the WIN 4 Santiago repeater and be able to talk to them on the Blue Diamond repeater out in Las Vegas on the WIN network. But what if that goes down? What do? Do we have a preconceived plan in place, something to do, some choices that have already been made so that we don't have to consider what the options are in that case? If everything goes down, do they go back to their hotel, pack up their bags, hop in the car and drive home because maybe this feels like an unsafe situation? Do they continue with their dance competition? Does their dance competition even continue? Because, oh my God, people can't survive without cell phones. So what do we do? What are our options? What are our choices? Do I have to get an HF? Do I have to get a technician license for me and convince my wife to do that also? And maybe my daughter, who will play the radio game with me? I mean, that's not really realistic. It's not going to happen. What are our options? What do we do? What do you do? What are your plans? What's your family backup plan? What's your family emergency pace communication plan if all the modern technology fails? Please share with me what your family plan is. How would you communicate 280 or so miles from Long Beach to Las Vegas, and let me know, because I'm so curious. Obviously, I grew up in the 80s and 90s. I'm totally fine without a phone, but I don't know what my kids would do. Obviously, my wife is fine with it also. But what if it went down for more than a few hours? What if it went down for a few days? I'm just curious. Please share with me your plans, let me know, and maybe I'll do a video on it, because I'm really perplexed. Please let me know what you do.